What's going on, guys? This is Ryan with RK Outpost, and the problems with Lucasfilm are not as simple as Kathleen Kennedy bad. Get rid of Kathleen Kennedy and everything will be good again. It runs so much deeper than that, and every so often, Lucasfilm will come out and remind you just how out of touch they are, and that's what happened the other day with a member of the Lucasfilm story group, the Star Wars story group, whose literal job it is to ensure continuity is maintained. Canon is maintained, and we may switch around those words, but when we're talking about canon, we really are also talking about continuity. And Matt Martin, in his interactions on Twitter, has shown repeatedly, over and over again, that it's not something that's a priority to him because he thinks Star Wars fans don't care about it. Take a look at what his reply to Loremaster was on Twitter. I want to go over this entire exchange and why it shows how inconsistent Disney and Lucasfilm have been with this, and how they have been lying to you about reasons why they won't create other content. That is part of the problem as well. Here's my retweet of Matt Martin here. Maybe if Disney and Lucasfilm would stop hiring casual fans to make Star Wars content, there wouldn't be so many continuity problems. And that is really what this all comes down to. Matt Martin, who shares out a tweet about a book that he's excited about, that's going to line up with Star Wars Visions, which we've been told is not part of Disney Star Wars canon, which is confusing for so many reasons, which I will get into. Matt Martin says on Twitter, "This novel is unlike any Star Wars novel to come before it. Can't wait for everyone to check it out." The Loremaster replies. Now, if you don't know Loremaster, he's got 1 million subs on YouTube. Pretty big channel. I think a lot of people that subscribe to him probably care about continuity, probably care about Star Wars canon. Let's see what he says. "Are there plans to reintroduce the Infinities label or one like it for future stories that won't be canon, so that casual fans watching and reading them won't be confused, as well as to eliminate arguments among fans over what's canon or not?" Matt Martin kind of ignores the question and says, casual fans don't generally give much thought, that's what he means, thought to canon. And as you can see, we can go look at the ratio. He is getting ratioed hard with this, including my tweet that I put out, because of the attitude involved with that. Even if that's true, and I'm not going to deny that there's not some truth in that statement, that a lot of casual fans might not even understand what canon is or is not, but that is one of the things, and one of the things why you need to delineate, because if you're going to tell a story that doesn't line up with Star Wars canon, with the Star Wars continuity you have established, you probably should tell people that so they don't think that this is part of the story. On top of that, I would make the argument that you should be catering to those fans that maybe aren't casual, as you put it, because those are the people that are going to consistently buy things. Those are the people that are going to buy books, that are going to buy comics, that are going to buy each and every video game that comes out, that are going to buy toys, that are going to buy merchandise. Those are the fans, your hardcore fans. Those are the ones you should be setting a lot of these rules up for, while at the same time making it accessible for everyone else. And one of the things that is so fucking frustrating about this statement, that now they are coming out with stories that are non-canon, is the reason they used to get rid of the Star Wars expanded universe in the first place. This was the announcement April 25th, 2014, when they officially made the expanded universe Legends. Gone was the canon system, the hierarchy of canon system that was established in George Lucas's era of Lucasfilm. Instead, they got rid of that story, and what did they say? In order to give maximum creative freedom to the filmmakers and also preserve an element of surprise and discovery for the audience, Star Wars Episodes 7 through 9 will not tell the same story told in the post-Return of the Jedi expanded universe. They wanted creative freedom. They wanted to be able to tell different stories. Okay, some people bought that at face value, but a lot of others saw right through it. They didn't want to have to adhere to what came before it, whether that's because of rights, distribution rights, whether that's because of royalties, whether that's because they didn't want the effort put forward, or maybe because they wanted to tell their own identity politics driven woke storyline. There's a lot of different reasons, and it's probably a bunch of them all wrapped together. But one of the things that people have been asking for ever since then is, can you give us more Legends stories? This alternate universe. Can you tell us more stories that don't fit into Disney Star Wars canon? Because honestly, we don't like that shit anyway. Give us more expanded universe stories. And the answer has been no, 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 no. No, because it will confuse the audience. Well, Matt Martin, part of the story group, if you're saying that casual fans don't give much thought to canon, so why are we going to bother labeling this non-canon story as anything? Then why don't you create more Star Wars expanded universe content? I think we all know the case. It's because they wanted to use those stories that were way better than anything Disney's done and cherry pick from them. They wanted to bastardize it. They wanted to destroy it and present it as their own creation. And now it's very clear that Disney has no intention of maintaining their continuity, of maintaining canon at all. When it was told that every single piece of Disney Star Wars content would be canon here on out. That's what they said in 2014. Well, all of a sudden, they start retconning their own shit. They start disregarding their own stuff that they have created. Take a look at this. Disney is already breaking their new canon. This is from Bowles. I don't know. Bell of Lost Souls. Sorry, belloflostsouls.net. Never been on this site before, but I thought this was an interesting article. They do a brief, hey, this is what happened. This is what the EU was. Disney got rid of it because they wanted everything to be canon. And then they go down and list just a few of the things they've got wrong in recent months. In episode 1 of Bad Batch, we see the events of Order 66 that young Kanan Jarrus went through. They're markedly different from established canon events as shown in the comics, breaking their own continuity, their own canon. In the final season of Clone Wars, Siege of Mandalore and Ahsoka Tano's actions at the end of the Republic differ significantly to how they were described in the novel Ahsoka. Absolutely didn't match up to their own canon. And then in The Mandalorian, Cobb Vanth's backstory appears to have changed from what it was in the novels. All of these things have Dave Filoni's involvement. That shouldn't be disregarded. That's not a coincidence, but Dave Filoni is just very fast and loose when it comes to continuity. So it begs the question, why are you now coming out with Star Wars Visions? Something that you have said is out of continuity, out of canon, even on your own website. Star Wars Vision storytelling didn't have to fit in the timeline. They let creators tell the story they wanted to tell without a need to tie into larger chronology. So why don't you do more expanded universe novels? It makes no sense. They've been lying to us from the very beginning about why the EU was gotten rid of and why they refuse to do more Legend stories. And even when we do get one, like Marvel 108, and it sells really well, they try to downplay it. They try to say, no one really cared about it. It sold as much as a Galaxy's Edge 1 while you were promoting Galaxy's Edge theme park. Don't bullshit me, Matt Martin. But it's not the first time that Matt Martin has stated his opinion. I do have to say something when it comes to Matt Martin. I don't agree with him on almost anything. I think he is an SJW. I don't agree with his thoughts on continuity. However, this is what I will say. He does interact with fans, which is not something you can say from a lot of people at Lucasfilm. And typically, it's in a respectful way. He's just kind of talking to them and putting his thoughts out there. So I don't think he has a couple times gotten a little snippy with people, but this is a dude who actually goes out and answers questions to fans. He got ratioed hard on this. Did he say, I'm getting dogpiled by toxic Star Wars fans? No, he continued to say what he thought. I completely disagree with it, and I don't think people that have these types of thoughts about continuity and canon should be on the story group. But at the same time, he is out there still talking to people, which is more than you can say for a lot of other people in the Star Wars Lucasfilm employ. Which is more than you can say for a lot of people that are employed by Lucasfilm right now. But this isn't the first time. Last year he says canon is all fake anyway, and what he's specifically talking about was this long thing where he shared an article that was right here. Our fascination with canon is killing the way we value stories. Basically saying no one should care about canon, just enjoy what's put in front of you, regardless of whether it ties in anything, regardless of whether effort is put into continuity. And he puts out this very, very long list of reasons why he thinks that everyone should just enjoy what they want and consider it what they want to consider it. But that's not reality. That's not how it works. You guys, Lucasfilm determines Star Wars canon. The fans can have their head canon, of course. but just saying it's all fake anyway, so you can choose to accept whatever you want as part of the story. This is Lucasfilm, completely out of touch with what people want. Even if I can agree with this statement that a lot of casual fans don't necessarily understand what canon is, when they pick up something from Star Wars, they expect it to tie in to everything else they've seen. So casual fans do care about continuity, even if they may not know about canon and what that really means. They're interchangeable when we're talking about casual fans. Casual fans definitively care about continuity, and that is the problem at Lucasfilm. They don't care. The people creating these things do not care about continuity, and now you're giving us something that's out of canon. That you said that wasn't possible. We can't do that. That'd be too confusing. But now you think it's okay. Because Lucasfilm has lied over and over again about why they got rid of the Star Wars expanded universe. And they continue to show that they are completely out of touch. Let me know your thoughts about all this. I know this is kind of a rambling video. I had to get my thoughts out there on this. I thought all night about really what I wanted to say. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you think that no one should give a fuck about what canon is? Do you think that Lucasfilm Story Group employees should think that fans don't care about canon? Let me know. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching, everyone, and a huge shout out to my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram? Check out the description below. You'll find links to my P.O. box and my Patreon as well. And I'll talk to you guys later.